Ladies and gentlemen, to part 215 of The Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt, where we are pretty much at the end of the game. We've just got to talk to Damien. And I think once we talk to Damien, that's it. I don't think there is actually anything else in the game for us to do apart from that one question mark that I missed because I'm a dumbass. Other than that, I think we're done. Like, yeah, I can't think of anything else that we forgot. Like, we've done all of the contracts, we've done everything. At this point, we just need to see what ending we get. Because I know there's multiple endings. Same as the base game, I think there's 3, maybe 4. Don't actually know how many. And I know what most of them entail, like what most of the outcomes are, but I don't know how to get them. So hopefully I get the outcome I want.
Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Your face doesn't look good. Though it looked even worse last I saw you.
I apply a balm of arnica. I hardly feel it anymore.
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Syanna's 5th victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister, her liege. Traitor. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Sylvia Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally. I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me, and I appreciate your attentiveness. Very well. Let us get things underway. Don your ceremonial attire. Then you'll come with me. Her Grace awaits.
Damn it, I knew I'd have to get new armor on. But I don't like it, it looks ugly.
In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Tuson's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, Slayer of the Beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Son Real, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. Sadly, I'm afraid I have to sour the mood. It's Sienna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use Dettlaff. You were to be the beast's 5th victim.
This cannot be true. You're mistaken. You must be.
I have proof.
I do not believe it. In a moment I shall speak to Sienna. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating. I've come to doubt that I can judge her fairly. I'd far prefer to learn you're mistaken, Geralt.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister. I know well how to speak to her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Dettlaff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Bitterness consumes Sienna. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even.
But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Sienna?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... Your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, damn it. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark. And which you set afire at the last, to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace, supposed acts of cruelty, inappropriate friendships. They cast me out, but you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you. Sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
All in all, best part of the whole ceremony? It was short.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips. How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diavolis variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing.
Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
Optional. How about I don't die?
This moonlight makes me, oh, so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about, oh, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
I mean, come on, Regis. He's a fucking witcher. Of course not. He doesn't have the luxury of having that. And there we go.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire, after all. Damn it, where'd you go?
How the hell did you have enough time to... Oh,
Regis.
I forget.
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or
Won't let it go, will they?
they will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink. Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home, on the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Don't really know yet.
Might find the life of a hard-working vintner too tempting one day. Or maybe I'll just stick to the path, go on roaming, staring up at the stars after laying my bedroll at the roadside.
Ah, roadsides, bedrolls, and the sky above. I sense some poetry coming on, which of course brings to mind Dandelion. I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not?
We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view. I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do. Actually, I'd love to go home.
Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end. Technically, we still got a few things to pick up on. Before we go home, I'm going to quickly spin and get that because I've got a chance. You know, let's get it done, and then we're going to go home. And it looks like another quest has popped up. yeah, another quest has popped up, which means we've got a little bit more left. Fuck! And because I know of it, I am inclined to do it. But first things first, we will go home, and I may have to extend this part, but if I do, I'll just have to stream later tonight, which, you know, this part comes out. Well, actually, I don't know if this part even come out in time. We'll see. Hopefully. But let's, I'm not going to lie. I got the ending I wanted. I don't know. I'm so glad. I did everything I could think of to try and make sure Sienna didn't die. Because I knew that the options were she dies, Anna Henrietta dies. I think there's an option where they both die, and then there's a both survive. I don't know about the both dying one, but, you know, that sounds like that could be an option. But, yeah, I at the very least wanted to make sure, I wanted to make sure they survived. And, yeah, I'm very glad that I actually got the ending I wanted. Because, I always like getting the best endings the first time round. Or at least what people perceive to be the best. And as far as I'm concerned, that was most certainly the best. Sienna, I loved... As a character, Sienna to me was so much more likable than Anna Henrietta. And I like Anna Henrietta as a character. She's a very good character, very well written. It's just, you know, she's a bit of a bitch. And I say that in the nicest possible way. But Sienna is much better as a character. Oh, for give me 2 seconds, you absolute fucking piece of shit. First things first, put my actual gloves on. Second thing, golden oral, and what the fuck's the insect color? Oh, there it is. I'm sorry, what? Come back here, you absolute prick. Nice. Fucking hate archospores.
Archospores will sprout again. Should destroy the area if I want to get rid of them for good.
Level 54, boys. Let's loot the sword. Let's have a quick read of this. I will extend this part at the very least to finish this quest I'm doing. Dearest, what's that? Oh, this time you must see to our Duchessa, and Henrietta knows nothing of empathy. Her is cold. Shard of ice. Oh, right, that's the 5th victim thing. Dearest father, it's done. I've been knighted. Your efforts have not gone in vain. I've fulfilled our shared dream. Can you believe it? Your only son, a knight. Thank you for all those years of hard work and sacrifice. I know you refused yourself much to be able to afford to buy me a horse and armor. I know you worked very hard to allow me to live in Beauclair. This is why I dedicate my first quest to you, father. I should exterminate some parasites prowling our main roads. Slaying a dragon, it is not, but I am excited all the same. Your loving son, Michael Suber. Well, I feel bad for that boy. He died. It's a shame. It truly is. It is nice that Geralt, after all of his years of hard work, finally gets a home. That isn't like, you know, the Witcher fort.
Oh, you gave those bounties a good reason to give it their bounties.
That's it, Roach.
Come on, Roach. I'm going to put you in your thing first. I'm going to actually, like, you know, not roleplay, but, you know, put him in his thing.
Whoa.
Good lad. Ah, such a beautiful place.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Well, we all know who that is. Come on, Geralt, you know who it is.
Unexpected as ever. beautiful as ever.
Won't you even ask why I've come? Or how I found you?
Wouldn't get a straight answer anyway.
Quite true.
Used to bother me, all your secrets. Now I know if you have something to tell me, you'll tell me. Don't need to ask.
I missed you, Geralt. Madly. Come outside. We can hold hands and stare at the sky, like some shitty two-crown romance.
Brought quite a few books. Let me guess. Working on a new spell?
Not at all. These aren't grimoires, just pleasure reading. The Name of the Orchid. A widower for half a year.
Always thought you too busy to make time for something as impractical as pleasure reading.
Because I was. But now I'm not. A few weeks ago, I awoke to the realization that I know not what to do next. I have no plan. I have no goal. And you know what? I like that. Finally, I can stop thinking about politics and focus on what's important to me. Which is why I came here.
Liking Toussaint so far?
The landscape's lovely and the towns are charming, no question about that.
But
But the southern sun plays havoc with my wardrobe. To be blunt, wear black down here and you're pretty damn hot.
might need to think about changing your color palette. Off-white and pea green, for instance.
And I'll wear scents distilled from turnips and daisies. I think I shall simply stay in the shade, and you'll bring me cool drinks at regular intervals.
Bring you whatever you want. You know, feels kinda strange having a home.
I must say I never pictured you owning real estate.
Was something of an accident, but I'm not about to complain. Yen, back then, before we fought the hunt, said you wanted to run away with me to the world's end. This vineyard, good enough?
Yes, although there's one thing missing.
Namely,
I shall give you a hint. It's large, white, has 4 legs, category taxidermy.
oh yeah, the unicorn. Fine, you can bring it down here.
I knew you'd see things my way.
Ever thought this day would come? Me and you, peace and quiet, bees buzzing, birds chirping.
I almost regret delaying so long before coming to you. I was quite the silly goose.
You have doubts? Though I imagine it might have been hard coming after me. Always were proud as a peacock.
Please, Geralt. I'm not like other sorceresses to feel that following someone means my wings have been clipped.
Ooh, watch what you say about your colleagues. Remember, it's an ill bird that fouls its own nest.
Well said, Witcher. You're not only handsome, but wise, too. I feel a bit like the cat that got the canary.
Yeah, and I'm... Damn it, you win. This time.
Ha!
How'd that start, anyway? Our duels and wordplay.
Forgotten. It was at a vernissage in Banard. You started it to keep from going mad with boredom. I remember finding your sense of humor both groan-worthy and somehow endearing. Never change, Geralt. I beg you.
So, talk again later?
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, that is that is everything. That is the game. The Witcher 3, Blood and Wine, and a single quest left. A single quest.
Can we talk?
Always. With pleasure.
So,
Of course.
Right, so we've got nothing else to talk to Yennifer about. But yeah, the second I must admit, the second the guy was like, they just barged in without introducing themselves, I was like, yeah, that's Yennifer. That's fucking Yennifer. Dear Geralt, if you're reading these words, it means I'm already far beyond the borders of Toussaint, and you have found my muta generator. Of course, you may dub this instrument however you like, perhaps something more fitting to your taste, or better reflecting its function, for I have no doubt your knowledge on the subject of mutagens is far more profound and thorough than mine. I have been working on this device in my spare time, but now it is finished, and I am convinced as an inventor can be before his invention has been used as intended, of the usefulness of this apparatus. You are surely wondering what function it is meant to serve. As the name indicates, the mutagenerator generates mutagens. It operates by absorbing electromagnetical energy waves from bodies. In this case, the bodies of monsters and evildoers you kill, and when it has absorbed enough to be charged a crucial amount, the mutagenerator changes the stored energy into a greater mutagen, which, I suspect, you will make good use of. As you surely understand, I am an amateur engineer, which is why you must forgive the lack of ability for you to direct this operation. Which mutagens emerge as a result is determined at random, meaning chance will decide if a green, red, or blue mutagen. Chance, yet I have noted the colours tend to alternate by and large. I trust you shall find my gift useful. Your dearly devoted friend, Emil Regis Orlik Terziev Godfrey. P.S. You might be wondering why I decided to toss the mutagenerator into your home instead of simply hand it to you in person. Well, you must know, I did it out of modesty, believe it or not. Take care, Geralt, and may this gift serve you well. But, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's been so long since I finished, like, a game, to the degree that I finished this. Like, I don't typically do everything I can in games. And I am actually going to extend this part a little bit, because, no, actually, no, I will end it here because I need this to go up in time. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to watch there should be one more episode and we should be done and on to Red Dead. But ladies and gentlemen, seriously, thank you for guys who watched all the way through. You guys are amazing. Do follow me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the last quest of the game. See you guys then.